NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Jackson, option right.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. Now it's Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
2nd and 10. Right back to Mitchell here.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Dobbins going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
One more time with Dobbins.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
We're scoreless after 1. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
Let's go. Hey, danger. Hey, kill.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Here's Lawrence.
Flushed out right.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Arthur Mallett. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
Fights loose. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 57 yards.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Thanks to 24.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
11.
Etienne.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. One more time with Etienne.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On third and short, going with their tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Brenton Strange
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jackson on first down.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Lawrence. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
2nd and 7.
This time Jackson will throw it. And this is incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
A give running right, ETN.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Once more, ETN.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
McManus's point after is good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Jackson.
That's complete, left side to Bateman.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Jackson now.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
And running with power here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Williams, he's got daylight. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they were in field goal range, a chance to get this one to OT. Got a little greedy going for the win, cost him the game.
Not just a little greedy, now a little lost because of what ended up happening. Just what you stated there, they're in field goal range. Instead of getting conservative, they decided to press it, maybe try and win it right now. Instead, the whole thing backfired.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
2nd and 6 coming up. Jackson to throw. Pass complete. It's likely.
And a good job there getting to him quickly after the catch as he's brought down right at the midfield stripe.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Jackson looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Throwing, Jackson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Here's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10. Jackson.
And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one